Demystifying the US Spot Bitcoin ETF. What you need to know. In this video, we will demystify the US Spot Bitcoin ETF, explaining what it is, how it works, and what you need to know about it. From breaking down the jargon to providing insights into the market, we'll give you all the information you need to understand this new development in the world of Bitcoin. So, if you're interested in investing in Bitcoin but don't know where to start, keep watching. Introduction to the US Spot Bitcoin ETF. The US Spot Bitcoin ETF has been the talk of the town in the world of cryptocurrency. As the digital currency market continues to evolve, the introduction of a Bitcoin ETF has been eagerly anticipated by investors and enthusiasts alike. But what exactly is a US Spot Bitcoin ETF, and why is it generating so much buzz? To put it simply, a US Spot Bitcoin ETF is an exchange-traded fund that aims to provide investors with exposure to Bitcoin, the leading decentralized digital currency. Unlike traditional ETFs, which typically track the performance of stocks or bonds, a Bitcoin ETF allows investors to gain indirect ownership of Bitcoin without having to directly buy, store, and secure the cryptocurrency themselves. Understanding the basics of a Bitcoin ETF. To truly grasp the concept of a Bitcoin ETF, it is crucial to understand the basics of how it functions and operates. In essence, a Bitcoin ETF, exchange-traded fund, is a type of investment fund that is designed to track the price of Bitcoin. It operates similarly to other exchange-traded funds, which offer investors an opportunity to gain exposure to a particular asset or group of assets without directly owning them. Unlike traditional methods of investing in Bitcoin, such as buying and holding the cryptocurrency itself, a Bitcoin ETF allows investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin's price movements through the purchase of shares in the ETF. These shares are traded on traditional stock exchanges, making it more accessible and familiar to investors who are already active in the stock market. One of the key advantages of a Bitcoin ETF is its potential to offer a regulated and more secure investment option compared to investing directly in Bitcoin. By adhering to regulatory requirements and operating within the framework of traditional financial markets, Bitcoin ETFs aim to provide investors with a level of transparency and oversight that may be lacking in the broader cryptocurrency ecosystem. The difference between spot and futures Bitcoin ETFs. Understanding the difference between spot and futures Bitcoin ETFs is crucial for anyone looking to invest in the cryptocurrency market. While both types of ETFs provide exposure to Bitcoin, they differ in the underlying assets they hold and the strategies they employ. Spot Bitcoin ETFs, as the name suggests, invest directly in physical Bitcoin. These ETFs hold actual Bitcoin and aim to track the price movements of the cryptocurrency. Investors who choose spot Bitcoin ETFs benefit from direct ownership of Bitcoin without having to worry about storing and securing the digital assets themselves. This type of ETF is designed to reflect the real-time price of Bitcoin and is ideal for those seeking direct exposure to the cryptocurrency market. On the other hand, futures Bitcoin ETFs invest in Bitcoin futures contracts rather than physical Bitcoin. A futures contract is an agreement to buy or sell Bitcoin at a predetermined price and date in the future. This type of ETF allows investors to speculate on the future price of Bitcoin without physically owning the cryptocurrency. Futures Bitcoin ETFs can provide certain advantages, such as increased liquidity and the ability to leverage positions, but they also carry additional risks due to the nature of futures trading. The significance of the US Spot Bitcoin ETF approval. The approval of a US Spot Bitcoin ETF carries significant implications for the cryptocurrency market. It represents a major milestone in the mainstream adoption and recognition of Bitcoin as a legitimate investment asset. One of the key advantages of a Bitcoin ETF is that it provides a regulated and accessible way for traditional investors to gain exposure to the cryptocurrency market. Currently, investing in Bitcoin can be complex and daunting for many individuals and institutions due to the technicalities involved in buying, storing, and securing digital assets. However, with the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF, investors can simply purchase shares of the ETF on traditional stock exchanges, just like they would with any other publicly traded fund. This increased accessibility is expected to attract a broader range of investors who were previously hesitant to enter the crypto market. As a result, the demand for Bitcoin is likely to surge, potentially driving up its price. Moreover, the approval of a U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF could also pave the way for other cryptocurrency-based ETFs, allowing investors to diversify their portfolios with various digital assets. Benefits of investing in a U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF. Investing in a U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF can offer several significant benefits for both experienced investors and those who are new to the world of cryptocurrency. Here are some key advantages to consider. Easy access. One of the main benefits of a U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF is that it provides an accessible entry point for investors who are interested in Bitcoin but may not have the technical knowledge or infrastructure to directly purchase and store the digital currency. With a U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF, investors can gain exposure to Bitcoin through their existing brokerage accounts, making it more convenient and straightforward to add this asset class to their investment portfolio. Regulatory oversight. Unlike investing directly in cryptocurrencies, a U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF is subject to regulatory oversight. This can provide investors with a greater sense of security and trust, knowing that the ETF is compliant with relevant financial laws and regulations. Additionally, regulatory oversight can help to mitigate some of the risks associated with investing in an emerging and relatively volatile market. We hope you found our video on demystifying the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF informative and helpful. Investing in cryptocurrency can be confusing, especially with the introduction of new financial products like the spot Bitcoin ETF. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates.